Welcome to Wow Hour, where waking up early is life-giving. My name is Jillian Willis, and today we're going to talk about the W, wake up 1 hour early, of our Wow Hour. So there's going to be some problems and associated with waking up early. I'm going to give you the solutions to that and some extra motivation that we need to ultimately get our heads off the pillow in the morning. So here's the rub. Last week, my white kitchen floor was spotted black all over. And so I spent an hour on hands and knees squishing little black creatures, little gifts from above, and that was quite a joy. So that was an unexpected portion to my day, and those unexpected pieces with children and organizing and activities seem to crop up every now and then. And I wonder if you have a similar story this last week with some unexpecteds that happened for you. So that's life, right? Crazy. And I actually heard a story a little while ago about a mom that was attending a Bible study, and she had been going to it for a while, and she just felt like there was just too much in the day, right? There's too many things to get done and just not enough time to do them in. And so this mom said, I've got to cut something, and so I'm going to cut this women's Bible study that I'm going to. And so, her time in God's Word and just time with other women was cut. And 3 months after she had done the Bible study, her 4-year-old came up to her and said a very poignant phrase and sentence. And what it was, "Mommy, I liked you better when you were doing Bible study." Ouch. So that hurts. And so this is problem number one, as I see it in the waking up early W portion of our Wow Hour, is that we have so much happening in the day that we do not have time for ourselves to do some life-giving activities, things that fill us up and how God created us. We don't have me time. We don't have God time to be in His Word and for Him to fill us up and to pray. And then when we don't have time to do these things, we are the ones that suffer. But not only us, but like in this story, our family and friends suffer as well when we're not having time for ourselves and time to be with God. And so this is problem number one. And problem number two is that sleeping in is my nemesis. And I really, my bed is comfy, and I want to stay in it as long as I can. And I don't know if you're there, but this waking up 1 hour earlier, it doesn't matter even if it was 2 minutes earlier, I'm wanting to stay in my bed. So here are some problems associated with our W, waking up 1 hour early. And so here's a solution that I see it. You and I are like cars. We've got this. For our cars, we've got to put gas in our cars, right, for them to run. And if we don't put gas in our cars, they will break down eventually. And we're the same. If we do not have some take time for ourselves, make time for ourselves. Actually, the take time is kind of a pet peeve of mine, because take time sounds like we're doing something wrong. So we know we want to make time for ourselves, doing those activities like painting, if you're a painter, or singing, or going out on a walk in nature, hiking, music. There's a lot of things that when you were a child, this is what you love to do. This is what you could do forever. So I'll ask you that question. What did you do as a child that you could just spend hours doing? And then when you think through that, do you do that now? Is that a part of your life? And if not, I would challenge you to bring it on back into your life, because that's how God made you, and those are things that we need to include in our life. Even if we're a mom, even if we are busy at work, those are things that we need to include in our day. So the solution is that we need to fill up our tanks. And filling up our tanks is those life-giving activities that I talked about, our gas tanks, and also meeting with God in His Word, which is living and active and gives us life, and just spending time communing with Him. And so this is the solution, is this, that we would have this 1 hour, that we would get up earlier before we start the prime time of our day. And the prime time is when, like those little ants that got all over my floor, these unexpected things happen. And so when we try to fit in our time with God, or our time just for ourselves to work out or whatnot, it tends to not happen. And we sacrifice our own stuff for others. And so this 1 hour earlier is it. It's the only time that we can be sure that we're going to be able to fit in the life-giving activity, the workout, and the time with God that is going to ultimately bring life, that we would enjoy life. So there's the solution. So now we've got I've got some motivation for us, and because I'm so one that needs a little kick in the booty sometimes, and also just some research behind, why is this waking up 1 hour early going to be good for us? So I'm going to read this for us, and then it'll also be on the screen. The top 10 benefits of early risers. 1, they are more productive. 2, they have on average a higher GPA than night owls. 3, they have better mental health. 4, benefits of early risers, they are better planners. 5, a benefit of an early riser, they are correlated with success. 6, they have quiet time to process. 7, early risers, they are in general more fit than those who would rather spend another hour sleeping. 8, they are responding to their body's original design for health. Our bodies were made to wake up at sunrise. 9, and this is from my own just personal experience, they have more energy throughout the day. And research does show this, but I also so experienced this that I just thought, oh man, if I get up an hour early, I'm not going to have energy. But it actually gave me more. And 10, the last one, this is also from my experiences, that they have an ordained day mindset for the day. When we have time to connect with God and His Word, we're starting out our day with purpose and awareness. And we'll talk more about this with the O of the ordained day of our wow hour. And we are not just going to fall into our to-do list of the mundane routine. And so lastly, for everybody here's some accountability options that we can have when we are desiring to wake up early to meet with God and to work out and have some time for ourselves. 1, whether you do this study with on your own, or with a group of women, or with a friend, I would suggest having one person that you have in your life that is committing to pray for you. For 4 days out of the week, you're planning to wake up early for the next 3 months. And you need some prayer behind this. So have someone pray for you. 2, write out a list of the benefits that you'll have in waking up early. Maybe some were from the list that I just read or that were on the screen, and some might just be your own personal, what you would like. And then 3 specific goals that you would have. And put those up on your fridge somewhere, fridge, or maybe not in your fridge, you don't want the whole world to see, but in your bedroom, or in your Bible or nightstand, bathroom mirror. So it just reminds you of your goals that you have in waking up early and what you're going to be able to accomplish when you wake up early. And number 3, some accountability options for us, that we would pray ourselves, that we wouldn't fall into temptation to not get up in the morning. And 4, this is the printout, layout, and speak out portion of each of the WOW, our Wow Hour. And so for our wake up early, that we would you'd print out this screen, and on it I'll have verses for us to motivate us and to hold us accountable for getting up early, of what Jesus tells us is going to be a life-giving something to start the day, have first fruits that we would give to him. And so you print out this screen of the verses, you lay it out also by your bed, and then you speak out these verses just in your mind, or it's powerful to even say them out loud in the morning as you get up. And then lastly, some accountability for us is after we have done this Wow Hour for a week, I would encourage you, and I have done this myself, to just write out in your journal. Get a journal for sure, and write out in there just the good gifts that you have found, as the encouragement that you've gotten from our good God and Father in doing this discipline of waking up early. So lastly, I would say you can do this. I can testify myself that this waking up 1 hour early has changed my life. Absolutely. For the better. And my life now is full of joy and hope and peace. Not that craziness doesn't happen in my day, or that I don't have issues or troubles, because those are abounding. But ultimately, my focus and my eyes are fixed on Jesus and in his purpose that he has for me for the day. And all the days ordained for us were written in his book before one of them came to be. And if we start out the day in the morning meeting with our God and Father, he changes our focus, and our awareness and perspective is changed, and it's good. It is really, really good. So do this, my friend, and you will not regret it. Arise, shine, for your light has come.